Indianapolis Colts taking on the New York Giants.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood what the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Not that time for Watkins, but it'll be 2nd down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they'll try to run the option here. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Push it back. Push it back.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Third down and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now the first carry for Marlon Mack. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They run the draw play with Mack. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Now Cohen.
2nd and 4.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down.
They run. This is Cohen. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, New York.
Off the play fake, Jones. And his throw is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
To throw again. Jones. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Jones. The open man is Smith. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. That'll bring up second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
At the 6-yard
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
First and goal from the 6. And the Giants are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football, just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there, ends up getting spilled for a loss.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Complete.
Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that, and no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this, because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
won 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants 7, Colts nothing.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
He was brought
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he is going to have a Colts first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
First and 10, Taylor now. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
The tackle by Leonard Williams. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 29. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
At the 29-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's Laurent Duvernay-Tardif. Actually, correction, Dr. Laurent Duvernay-Tardif, MD, guilty there. They'll run with Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A long ways to go here on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt.
Back deep, Tariq Cohen. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a first carry for their fullback. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Hooker. 1-yard gain. Brings up
from deep in their own territory. They look to throw. Catch made by Slayton. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
A gain of 12. First down.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. This is Cohen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the give, this is Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Second and
on the draw, this is Cohen.
44-yard line.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 36. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. His throw caught right around the 6. Yeah, the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And he's got it. Yeah, the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Tariq Cohen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
McManus now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was polished off by a Tariq Cohen touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's second down. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Campbell making the catch. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. This one into the hands of Burton. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll begin with a good NFC battle at Lambeau. Philadelphia taking on Green Bay. And it's the Packers who have the lead in that one. Aaron Rodgers has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. The Bengals looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. In our game, we were treated to a strong first half from the former Blue Devil, Daniel Jones. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
At the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3 on the handoff. It's Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
First down, a run with Cohen. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So after 2 1st downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Operating from the gun, Jones over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Complete to number
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the 45.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 3 on the play.
From the gun, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
For Darius Slayton. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Jones now on 1st down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Jones. And this one incomplete.
Jones.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete. And third.
Now Jones to throw on third down. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up fourth.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessful.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
For Jonathan Taylor, incomplete. Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. .37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tariq Cohen and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. 3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now here's a throw that's complete. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 11 now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. The Colts on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And this is caught by Watkins.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Taylor.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's 17-7.
Is good. Makes the score.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30. He will score.
Touchdown, New York.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So he takes it from 2 yards deep all the way down the field into the other end zone. Add it all up, a 102-yard return on the kickoff. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
A 54-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now Sammy Watkins and the rest of the offense getting set to go again. All right, so let's look at these numbers. I don't want to read the tea leaves here too much, but maybe he's in his own head a little bit after that hot start and the cool-off.
Sometimes that happens, and this is where you get tested as a player in this league if you truly want to be an impact player or a star, because that's what they're going to face each and every game. Extra coverage, extra people. So now, do you fight through it? Do you find other ways? Or do you allow it to affect you to the point where you're no longer an impact on the game?
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He completes this one to Mack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 23-yard line.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
That's good.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Lorenzo Carter able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Colts on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and a mile. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Sammy Watkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The New York set to take the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They try again with Cohen.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
9-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
7, Colts 14.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 27-yard line.
So the Colts now down by 13. At time, a huge factor. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's caught left side by Hardman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And he finds who else? Watkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it.
Onside kick is recovered.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you, this was a fun one.